Good morning, America. My name is Danny. I'm a 49-year-old American. This is my show, Danny's Pit. It's not for children, so if you're under the age of 18, not for you. Topic of today's pit. Oh, real quick, while I have your attention, if you could hit subscribe, like, and share, it would really help me out. So please, if you can, do that. Topic of today's pit it came from a comment. It was somebody asking me something, so I guess I'll say topic of the pit will be don't throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of thing. Okay, so there was this conversation going on, and I was trying like hell to jump in on it, but I wasn't. And it was a group of people, and they were going down a list of things that they don't like, and a couple of these things really struck home for me, and I really wanted to speak on this then, but I couldn't, so I'm doing it now. First thing that I thought I'd speak on that came up was the Patriot Act. Okay, now we all know that the Patriot Act is basically a license for the government to kind of like spy on us, right? That's how we feel about it, I guess. My contention is this: if you're a law-abiding, regular, God-loving Christian American patriot, the Patriot Act affects you none. Okay. You don't have to worry about them putting chips into flu shots or putting chips to track your movements and everything. We spend a lot of money chipping ourselves. So we don't need the government to do that. Secondly, if the government were to look in on the average American's life, they would be so freaking bored. Oh, Johnny went to the store today, Johnny came home, Johnny went to the park, and then Johnny came home. What government agency is monitoring all that? Okay, nobody. It's actually set up, to catch counter talk between terrorists living in America. So I'm for it. You got, there's an old expression: you can't save your ass and your face at the same time. And this might be an unpopular pit, but I got to keep it real. Okay, this is how I feel about it. Quit bitching about it. Just go about your life, do what you do, and know that basically you're powerless. Which leads me to the second part of my pit. This "you are not getting my guns" crowd. If the government wants your guns, they're going to get them. Okay? I don't care how many buckets or those green ammo cans you have of ammunition. I don't give a shit how many AR-15s you own or anything else. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be about 25 Americans getting slaughtered by SEAL Team 3. Okay? We've gone past the Second Amendment. There is no militia, well-regulated militia to control the tyranny of government. We can't stop this thing. I already told you, it's like trying to hold back the ocean. Our chance to do that was way back, probably 80 years ago maybe, when things started to kind of take this downward trend that now we're in the cesspool of. Not getting my guns, yes they are if they want them. Now you could say that they'll get them out of my cold dead hands, and I'll say you're right. You're right, but they'll get them. So, that's a big stickler on me, man. These people that think that they're just going to just take over, they're going to arm themselves, and you're not going to beat, I'm just going to say, you're not going to beat Navy SEALs, okay? You and your 15 buddies and your ARs and all your Coors Light beer in the garage, them SEALs are going to fuck you up, man. I'm sorry to use the F word there, but they are. So not getting my guns, that's crossed off. If they want them, they're coming to get them. That's just cold, hard facts. Okay, second. I really wish our side, when I say our side, again, I'm a libertarian, but I lean very conservative. I really wish our side would stop posing with your guns. You make us look like ignorant hillbillies, okay? I mean, there you are with your rifle. Oh, look at me, how bad I am. Or look at this. Or look at what I got. Or look over here. You look like a fool, and you're making the rest of us look like ignorant freaking hillbillies too. I love Hank Williams Jr., but every time that dumb redneck opens his mouth, I'm embarrassed for him, unless it's to sing. But if you ever catch him on an interview, boy, does he make us look like some bumbling ass hillbillies. And the left will take those pictures and use them to their advantage. When I was in prison, I very rarely worked out on the yard. I worked out in my cell. And there was a reason for that. An old timer had told me he only works out in his cell because there are actually people out there that count how many push-ups you do. So when it cracks off, they can kind of know how strong you are. Man, light bulb went off. This guy's a genius. So I started doing it that way. But getting back to the point here is, you're showing what you got to the world, and they're counting. Okay, and you're making yourself an easy target. Just like the guy on the yard that can only do 50 push-ups, the guy next to him does 300. Who do you think you want to get in a fight with, right? So, I mean, you're posing with your guns. You're making us look dumb. Stop doing that. Please, just stop. Pose with a cross. I mean, pose with the Bill of Rights. Pose with American flag behind you. But you're not scaring anybody. You're not intimidating anybody. And you're not swaying anybody's mind. Because the left that already hates us sees those things and hates us even further. Now, do what you do. Do you. If it's you to pose with your weapons and talk about your weapons all you want, go for it. I used to be just like you until I got way too drunk on a New Year's Eve and used my weapon. You carry it long enough, you're going to freaking use it, and you're probably going to be wrong like I was, and you're going to lose a good chunk of your life behind that wall. And trust me, you do not want to be behind that wall if you've never been behind that wall. And if you have been behind that wall, you're like me. I will let someone take my wallet. I ain't going to fight. I ain't going back. Okay? Excuse me. I survived 5 years in general population. I'm not going back. But, you carry it long enough, you pose with it long enough, sooner or later you're going to use it, and you're going to end up just another number in the CDC system. Okay? And this might sound like I'm coming down hard on my people, and I am, because it's election times. We're in an amount of time it takes for a baby to be born till the next election. Within a few weeks. So let's look better, and you guys might say, well, look at you, your long hair, and yeah, I'm also not on here posing and saying you ain't taking my guns and all this other shit, because I live in reality. It's in Hollywood where Red Dawn, where 5 high school kids or whatever it was could take on the Soviet and the Cuban army with deer rifles. I mean, it's Hollywood. These doomsday preppers and all this other, you're wasting your damn time. Because if nuclear war does happen, you better hope you're at ground zero. So you're just vaporized. Because do you want to live in post-apocalyptic world? People walk around with skin falling off them, radiation burns everywhere, water's poison, food's poison, everything's, and then eventually it turns into, Mad Max Road Warrior land? That's the outcome. That's the end of the outcome if those buttons are pushed. So anyway, this one is a little scattered, but you know what? My main points I hit. Patriot Act ain't all that bad. You know why? Because I would rather stay in line at the airport for 3 hours than to have them just herd them through like they used to. Box cutters and fake bombs and all. Herd them through. No, I'll take that 3 hours and think of something or do something. Maybe get a crossword puzzle out. So I know that when I get on the plane in Frisco, it will land in Atlanta. Okay, safely. It's not a bad thing. And again, that's it. And, I'm a little hot. This one, I might lose some friends. I hope not. I hope you guys are open-minded enough to see things my way, because I'm open-minded enough to at least have tried to see it your way. And I just can't get down with. I just can't get down with some of this. I don't do it. People that I respect don't do it. So, and take it for what it's worth. I'm just I'm barely on the map of the YouTubers, but take it for what it's worth. I always just try to help you guys. So with that being said, stay vigilant, America. Stay looking forward once in a while, look behind you and realize just basically how helpless we really are right now and how bad we need real good leadership in the White House. So God bless you, each and every one of you. Stay safe. Stay off the roads this New Year's Eve. And God bless these beautiful and wonderful United States of America that we are lucky as hell to be living in, even though it seems at times like we're losing it. But I think in the end it'll be okay. So stay tuned. Till next time, I'll be back. Hope I didn't offend anybody, but I had to be me. So tune out till next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Again, if you stayed to the end, like, subscribe, share, would really help me out. Thank you very much. I'm out.